Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining for weekly live Genie rocket training. If you guys can see me and hear me, go ahead and type in chat, say hello, tell me where you're coming from, and we'll get things going. Hope you guys are doing awesome. We've got a lot of new features rolling out the Genie rockets. I hope you guys are able to try to keep up with some of those and use those. What's up, Tanya? Welcome. So we got Carol over there too, and Chris. Oh my gosh, we got the whole Pregnancy Help for You team. This is going to be a PH for You session right here. This is awesome. Got Larry on here from Express Auctioneers. Cool. Glad you guys are here. So what's up, Chris? Glad you're, I forgot which side F3's on. Chris has been coming to F3 with me, doing some hard outdoor work. It's been awesome. So I got a chance to chat with Tanya a little bit this morning and pretty impressed what they were doing and building with some of the calendar features. So Tanya, is it okay? Can I bring you up on stage with me so people can see you and hear you and we can look at some of this together? Are you cool with that? Sure. Awesome. All right. Let me figure out how to do this real quick. Miss Tanya, invite on stage. So this is a little bit different than Zoom because not everyone is on here. So it keeps us a little more focused on not necessarily just me, but presentation here. Okay, so you should have just gotten a little invite, Tanya, to come on stage. Let me know if that works. I'll try again here. So while she's accepting that invite and trying to hop on here, so one of the neat things that she's doing and that I see a lot of businesses doing, it's possible, is you can actually connect your services to a calendar and connect payment to that calendar. So if you ever have something where you want people to actually book a date and to pay all at once, then you can do that. You go on stage button. Okay, so I just hit it again. Tanya, let me know if you get a notification. If not, I'll just share my screen and I will go through it here. Cool, I'm just gonna share my screen here. And then if that happens to, oh, there we go.
It took a minute.
Oh my gosh, there she is.
Right.
What's up, Miss Tanya?
Nothing much. Just trying to learn some stuff.
You guys are doing awesome. I love the fact that you pulled me aside in the chamber networking and you're like, okay, here's what I'm working on. Here's the screen. Like that makes me so happy.
So,
That's good. Do you want to share your screen, Tanya, and kind of show us what you're working on, or would it be helpful if I shared mine with your account?
well, yeah, you can share yours because I don't even know my account where my window just went. So
You
I'm
got it.
struggling with technology.
Hey, it's okay. Let's go, Tanya. All right. Okay, so Tanya, we're going to go to here while I'm pulling this up. Why don't you tell big picture, what are you trying to accomplish with the calendars?
Okay, so we're starting in the process of starting a for-profit arm where we're going to be charging for some of the gender reveal type sonograms for just the community at large, not just our clients. And so we wanted to be able to have our website, have people be able to go to our website, book an appointment, and also take a booking fee, and then they could pay the rest at their appointment. And so there's a couple of different types of sonos that they could sign up for. And there's probably going to be up to no more than 4 different people that are performing the sonograms. And so we wanted the calendars. We just wanted to make sure we're not, overbooking somebody or double booking but also taking the money. Take the money.
Yes. Yep. I love it. Yeah, and this is kind of a newer feature, so I'm really excited that you guys even explored this. So these service calendars are awesome because you can have multiple services and solutions that people can book. And as a matter of fact, hang tight here for just a second. I just want to show you kind of what a fully built out one looks like.
Yeah.
We've got Jason from the Drip Bar. So the Drip Bar
Yeah.
is using this tool like crazy. We've got like 60 or 70 drip bar people using this tool, and a lot of them are using the appointment side. So let me just show you. Okay, and then we'll jump back to yours real fast. Share screen. Maybe. See which screen I want to share here. Sorry, try this one more time.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Okay. So this is an example. This whole calendar right here is powered by Genie Rocket. And so this is a full service menu. So people can actually go through here and for the vitamin IV drips and say, like, here's the monthly specials, here's lifestyle drips, IM injections. So you can see, like, if you ever built out a lot of solutions or even a lot of different styles of services, they're doing the same thing. You guys are doing it. You just have a couple, but it works the same way. All the categories are here at the top. They even have a help me choose category, which is a great idea. So this is almost like the free consultation. So if you're not sure which one of these you want to get, you can just choose the help me choose option and go through the process. And this one is obviously free, so they're not paying on this. But it just means, like, if you guys had like lots of options and people just didn't know what to choose, it's almost like a free quick consultation. Whereas everything else, you know, you have a payment stack to it that you can charge for.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
But let's go to yours again real quick. Okay, so you've got the blissful beginning sonogram and the cherished moment sonogram. And you've got that built out in a service menu, which is great. So again, all the service menu is it is just a way to bundle those together. So same thing when people open that up, and it's embedded on a funnel right now, but this is where they'll get this option. So here's the two different types. Here's the cost. They can hit book. They can choose their date and time. And then what's neat is it's all one seamless experience, meaning, you know, once they choose date, time, hit continue, they put in their information. They also put in their credit card information. And when they hit schedule appointment, it charges their card and books their appointment all at once.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
And I think what your question was, Tanya, is how do we make sure we don't double book on calendars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me show you real fast how this works. So on these types of calendars, I'm just going to go into edit real quick. You'll notice, let's see where it is here. One second. Actually, I think it's on. Okay, that's the service menu. These are the groups. So it's tied to someone's calendar here, and that's what I was going to try to see.
Yeah, Mallory's calendar. So let's see, where did I put that in? Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Okay. So under the service details, you'll notice where it has the select team member down here. This is going to pull from her calendar availability. So if Mallory is on multiple types of services and someone books, let's say 10 o'clock on Mallory for this, they're not going to be able to book 10 o'clock for Mallory on a different service.
Okay, good. Yeah.
And then where you can see that is if we go under my staff and then we go into Mallory right here, then under calendar configurations, this is where we can see if she has a calendar configured. So let's see, is Mallory on this call?
I thought I put Mallory. I thought I made something that said her availability was that Wednesdays, how it only was showing Wednesdays on when you went to book. But I don't know where I did that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so you can set the dates and times that are available. Um,
Mm-hmm.
if it's not connected to a calendar, so
Mm-hmm.
that's one way to do it. If you want to have more of kind of a global view, like if you want it to connect to her Google Calendar,
Oh.
um, then all she would need to do is when she's logged in,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll show you. I can actually log in as Mallory here.
Oopsie. Sorry.
Mallory. So we're gonna pretend I'm Mallory for a second. So I'm logged in as her.
Mm-hmm.
This load. Okay. So when Mallory is logged in
Mm-hmm.
and she goes to, actually, I'm sorry, hold on. Not logged in as me. Mallory. Oh, it says the user's not activated. So I guess she needs to make sure she logs in
Yeah.
to activate, but that's okay. So whenever she is logged in, or
Uh-huh.
whoever's logged in, under their personal profile, they'll have the option to connect up their account.
Okay.
So it'll show. Or I'll just log in as you, Tanya. That'll be easier
Okay.
because I know that you've logged in before.
Yes. I've gotten myself into some trouble by logging in.
Hey, that's good. You gotta create some challenges to create some big solutions and some big wins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when we go to my profile, whenever she's logged in,
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of a new UI user interface. So under calendars, she can click add new, and she
Mm-hmm.
can decide if she wants to connect her Google Calendar, her Outlook, or her iCloud.
Cool.
And then when she does that, that just means it's going to still look at what you've manually put in for her availability on the sonogram calendar,
Yeah.
but it's also going to check against her other calendar to make sure she's not booked. So if she has something else scheduled,
Yeah.
it's going to say, okay, this is on her calendar, plus
Mhm.
this is what's on the filter of the calendars that are set up. So this
Yeah.
is my true availability.
Wow. That's really cool. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that way when you're sharing those links, you'll make sure that the availability is correct.
Mm-hmm.
And then you built a funnel in here. This is awesome. Who built this for you?
Tanya Thomas.
Oh my gosh. If you guys are looking for some design funnel consultation,
Call Brad.
no, this looks good. I've got to reshare.
Mm,
Oh, here we go. I can just share my whole window. Oh, this is going to be way easier. Okay. So look at this. So Tanya you made this all by yourself in Genie Rocket.
I did. I
Looking
did.
good. Look at this. So we got the logo, good headline. Look at this.
I used your AI, by the way.
How was it? How'd you like it?
All of it. I use it for all of it.
Did you guys hear that?
And it was perfect.
So you used AI for all the copy on here, or what did you use it for?
Yeah. Yeah. For all the copy, the headlines, all
And
them
it
things.
and it was pretty easy, right? You're able to figure it out?
Yep. Yep.
It's awesome.
It's super easy.
That is cool. So guys, you have no excuses that you cannot build a funnel and come up with words.
I think even the picture, the baby picture there on there, that came from the images there.
Stock images. And
Mhm.
you're not a full-time marketer or full-time designer. You're like the head of Pregnancy Help for You.
I probably shouldn't have been touching it. I'm gonna say that, but I wanted to give it a try.
No, you did awesome. I mean, guys, this is the whole purpose too of Genie Rocket. It's empowering you guys to do stuff like this. Like Tanya was able to create this whole funnel, used stock images in Genie Rocket, used the AI tool to help create this content,
Mhm.
and made it where when you click this button, boom, it goes. Look at that. Even got the nice header up there.
Mhm.
You can go in here and choose the sonogram, pick the available staff, pick your date and time,
That's the
select.
one thing. So if this
Mhm.
says 30-minute appointments, but then looks like they're available every 15 minutes. So will it just kick off? If somebody says a 10:15, will it then make the 10:30 slot go away? You know what I'm saying? Because the appointments are 30 minutes long. I was wondering about that too, because it looked like the calendar was every 15 minutes, but the actual appointment was a 30-minute appointment.
Yeah, great question. So let's take a look here and see. So if we go to the calendars and we go to availability, at the very bottom here, we can say service duration, and the service interval is 15 minutes.
Mm.
So that's how often it'll appear on the calendar. Yeah, so if it's not booked up, that's where it can have a little bit of that wiggle room. If it does get booked up, it's going to make sure there's at least like 15 minutes
Oh, I see. Yeah.
between appointments.
Okay.
Yeah, meaning someone could book at 5:30 or 5:45 if they're both open.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cool. This is great. Great setup.
So if I had more than one sonographer providing services, then I would have to create that person as a user.
Yep.
And then do their calendar. So you think the best way was to put a calendar for Mallory, like her own personal calendar, or because you're saying this calendar in there is based on the service and not the person? Is that what I've done?
Yeah, let me try to simplify it for you. So if you don't have a connected calendar, right now, it's just going to see Wednesday from 10 to 2 in just this blissful beginning sonogram. So if you have the other sonogram, if somebody books it, they could still potentially book it at 10 a.m. because there's no way for it to pull from another calendar to see if she's already booked. I said that kind of confusing, but the best way to do it is make sure she does have a connected calendar. And that way when it books on her Google Calendar or Outlook and it shows up on there, it's going to look at that same calendar when someone else is booking on a different calendar up here.
So do I still should it still have this these Wednesdays 10 a.m. because those are the days that we're providing the service?
Yep.
But so that would still be like that.
Yep.
But by putting Mallory's name down there as the what is it say?
The team member.
Then it's gonna check her calendar against this service calendar. Yes, if Mallory's name is on here and she has a calendar built out already.
Yes.
Is her availability on there?
Yeah. So think of it, if you don't have that, this is just a standalone calendar that doesn't talk or connect with anyone else. It's like Wednesday 10 to 2. If it's booked on that same calendar, it won't overbook it, but it's not reading any other calendars. When you have her connected, it's saying, hey, no matter what other calendars we have, if she's listed here as the team member, it's going to check her source calendar. I mean, if it books it on like Google or Outlook, and make sure that there's no other conflicting appointments across any other services.
So if I put my name, so this is where the other employees would go? Yeah, they would just keep adding them there.
Yep, so you could put multiple people in here. And then when you do that too, on one of the screens, they can actually choose a team member if they want. So they can say, here's.
See that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but best practice, I would always say, this is for all you guys too, is when you're creating calendars, is make sure that you do have that connected up. And again, that's just in like your profile, click on calendars, and whether you're using Google Calendar or Outlook or Apple iCloud, that'll just make sure it's in sync. So if you put something down there, even for your family, if you put something of like, pick up kids from school or doing this personal thing, then you don't have to worry about someone booking you on that time. You can know if you add it on your Google Calendar on your phone, no one is going to book you on that time from this calendar. It'll automatically be blocked off.
Okay.
So that's the key benefit. If she needs to does a quick thing at 11 and she just needs to do it on her calendar real fast on her phone, she doesn't have to worry about her having to log into Genie Rocket, block off time.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
One thing I'm going to show you real fast, and then I'll let you ask your other question. So there's a brand new feature here too in Sites and Funnels, and it's going to continually to get better. But if you'll notice here at the top, we have a new Analytics tab. It used to be you'd have to click through each funnel you wanted to see some basic data on. But now what's neat is this will go across all of your funnels, or you can pick a specific funnel. So you can see, okay, for, you know, and I'll open up mine so you don't have to, I don't have to expose all your data here if you don't want people to see it. But I mean, this is where you can see, you know, like, okay, across all funnels, and I don't do a whole lot of selling through funnels, but like 1,500 page views, 40 people have opted in, 4,300 sales, 5.4 conversion rate. Like you start to see these patterns.
Yeah.
And then you can drill by all the different funnels you have in here. So that's something too that'll be good to keep your eye on, especially like the conversion rate and the sales if you're doing funnel sales. And that's brand new in the analytics tab up here.
Cool. That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah. Did you have another question? I think I would cut you off.
No, I was just wondering, like, is just looking at, does this look right? And then also what happens after they, because I don't want to pay $25 to test what happens next. What happens next after somebody books and we get that $25 for their booking fee? We'll figure out some other way to charge them after they're in-house for the rest of it. But then do they go, I don't know what happens next after they book.
That's a great question. So if we come in here on forms and payment, this is where we can choose. So it's under forms and payment. We can say confirmation page. So by default, they're just going to see this message. It's going to say, thank you for your appointment request. We'll contact you shortly to confirm your request. Please call our office if you have any questions. So after they pay, they'll just see this pop up on their screen.
Okay.
If you'd rather them go to the thank you page of the funnel, you can choose redirect URL. And you just paste in that thank you page.
Okay.
So I know right now you've got like this beautiful page right here. So is this what you want people to see after they book and pay?
I had a different photo up there. Actually, I had something completely different up there, but yeah, see that preview is something different. So I don't know what happened.
Maybe, I wonder if you didn't publish it. So sometimes you can save without publish.
Oh, there it is.
So I'm going to hit publish real quick.
Okay.
And then we'll see if that changes it.
Okay.
Boom, there we go.
Okay, cool. It's kind of hard
So,
but
let me, oh, I think I closed the wrong page here. Hold on. Yeah, you'll appreciate this. Check this out, guys. So these are some Facebook ads we're running for a client. She's getting $3.60 leads. So she spent less than $1,000 and has 272 leads.
Dang.
Just pretty crazy.
That's a great price. $360.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's not complaining.
Yeah.
And that's in less than 45 days, I think. So she has 272 new people, less than 45 days.
Wow.
Okay, so let's look at sites and funnels, Divine Sonogram, thank you page. This is the thank you URL. So all I'm going to do, Tanya, is copy this thank you URL. And then if we go back into calendar settings, and then we're going to go into each of these.
Okay.
And then instead of the thank you URL being default, I'm just going to put URL redirect, and I'm just going to paste that URL in there.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So now when someone buys and pays, they'll automatically go to that thank you page, the beautiful thank you page you created.
Using stock art and AI for Genie Rocket.
Don't downplay it. That's awesome. Most people don't even get that far. So we'll do the same thing. So form and payment, and there's one other pro tip on here I'm going to show you. All right, so now both those calendars will go to the special thank you page.
Mm-hmm.
So just to test it out, I'm just gonna copy and paste that URL up here, make sure it's working. Yep, looks good.
Okay.
Okay, so one other thing, on the service details page, and this is
Mm-hmm.
for everyone doing calendars, the appointment invite title, right now it just says contact name.
Okay.
What that means is if people book this on their Google Calendar or Outlook, or wherever they do their appointments, it's just going to have their name. So if you were to book the appointment, you would look at your calendar and it would just say Tanya.
Got it. Okay.
So what
Mm-hmm.
we want to do is, now it's going to say Tanya's cherished moment sonogram appointment.
Clever, clever, clever. That's a pro move right there.
So we're going to do that to the other one too. And that'll just make it people remember, right? Like when they're looking at their calendar, it's going to have that information on there.
Okay.
So we're going to go into blissful beginning sonogram and do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be contact names, just apostrophe S, blissful beginning sonogram
Nice. Okay.
appointment.
Cool. Cool. Ah, very cool. Very cool. Okay. So if I keep adding services, well, I think that's all the services. But if I had other services, I would just keep adding them on there.
Mm-hmm.
And it would show up like the drip bar thingy. Oh, sorry. It would show up like the drip bar. Now, how did they get the little icon on their services? When they had all the list of all their services, they had a little icon on the side. How did they get the icon to show up on the
Yep.
service?
So these guys right here.
Yeah.
Great question. So if we go back into Genie Rocket, so you've got this here.
Mm-hmm.
So right here under customization, there's a little section called service cover image.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where you would just upload an image right here.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Cool.
Then you can just kind of play around with it. But yeah, anytime you want to add a new one,
Mm-hmm.
you would just do create new calendar, and you would just do it as a service calendar,
Mm-hmm.
and then just go through those
Mm-hmm.
steps. And then as far as the grouping goes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, whenever you're creating that service calendar, you would just group it under sonograms.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So service calendar, we'll just kind of do a test one right here. Test. This is going to go to Tanya.
Mm-hmm.
Confirm. And then once that gets created, then we're going to go back in and edit it. So edit calendar. And then let's see, service menu. This is groups. Calendar group. So did I do this wrong? Maybe I need a tutorial on this. Move to group. Here we go.
Don't look at me.
Sonograms. Okay, there we go. So in this little action drop down, you do move to group. So after you create a calendar, you move it to the sonogram group, and then you'll see the little folder right here. And then to see if I did it right, we'll copy that link, and then we should see, oh yeah, the test one right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Yep. Mm.
So a few steps.
Yeah, no, that's about right. Okay.
Any other questions you have on calendars or funnels? Yep.
So what would you, so this is the funnel, like, is there anything else you would recommend to like get the most out of a funnel? Because I know trigger links and abandoned cart. I don't know, that kind of stuff. Like, what's some other goodies that we can
Yeah,
harass, take advantage?
Are you thinking about things on the actual funnel, or just some of like the automations you could do around getting people
Maybe
to the
the,
funnel?
maybe the automation. I don't know. I don't know what I'm asking, but I just figured
Yeah,
there's probably something else that I'm not thinking of that we can
yeah.
use.
This will be fun. We'll do a couple things here. So let's go into the sonograms page first.
Okay.
See if there's any little things here. Do, and I feel hesitant to ask you this because I think you did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Could I do a couple things on here with
Mm-hmm.
you? Okay.
Yes.
So I think it looks great. So just a couple small things. So
Mm-hmm.
under each of these,
Yep.
I would add a call to action. So we're going to take this little purple thing, I'm going to duplicate it,
Okay.
the button, and then I'm going to drag it underneath.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to change the color here.
Okay.
Let's see. We're going to make the font size a little smaller.
Okay.
And we might actually just make this say, get started.
Okay.
And then we're going to do, that looks good. So all this is doing right here is
Mm-hmm.
it feels like someone's going ahead and choosing one of these, right? Like blissful beginnings, boom, get started. Cherished moments, 149, cool, get started. Even though it's taken them to the same calendar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I would say like one more call to action area. If someone happens to get to the bottom and they haven't made a decision yet,
Okay. Okay.
we'll just do this. So we can
Mhm.
give this little contrast here.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Bump that up right there.
Mm.
Yeah, that looks good. Make sure mobile looks good. One thing I like to do on mobile too, that's kind of neat in funnels, is you can
Mm-hmm.
choose the formatting just for mobile. So we can say over here on the right,
Mm.
just when it's mobile, I want this text to be centered or the
Oh,
button to be centered,
oh, nice.
which is
Oh,
which
that,
is yeah. And most of this is already centered and looks good, but that helps a little bit with formatting.
yeah, good idea.
And then font size, we'll make that all fit on one line.
Okay.
Are you good with those changes?
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely.
Perfect. And then we'll make sure there's some basic SEO data in here. So if you go to SEO,
Mm-hmm.
this is really important right here. This is what the search engine is going to read. So we want to make sure this says
Oh,
pregnancy help for you.
mm-hmm.
And then we'll just put capture life's miracles, miracle with divine sonograms.
Mm-hmm.
We'll update that. And then I'm just going to copy and paste some of this for speed here. So we'll paste SEO description in here. For the
Mm.
author, we're going to put pregnancy help for you. For the social
Okay.
image, this means if you share this online,
Mm-hmm.
boom, that means just this will pop up right here. So now you've got a title, description, little graphic,
Oh, okay. Okay.
English. So we'll update that. We'll save it. We'll publish it.
Mm. Okay.
And then I'll show you an automation trick, unless you have any other questions on the funnels thing
Wow.
that you want to see.
Yeah, I want to see an automation trick.
All right. This is fun, right? Marketing's fun.
This is awesome. When you're right here walking through it, it's great.
Yeah, whenever you're left alone, you're like, Man, what do I do, or how do I do that? Okay, so we're going to create a folder, and we're going to call this divine. They're called divine sonograms, right?
Uh-huh.
So divine sonogram automations.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of a new automation I'm going to show you that I think you're going to love. It's really cool. So we're going to hit create workflow,
Okay.
start from scratch. Sonogram site visit. So what this is going to do, and you tell me if you don't want to do this or if you want to continue with it, but what this will do is anyone's contact information that you already have in the database, like if you sent them an email with this link, if they go to the website, if they just go to the page you created,
Yeah.
it can then wait a few minutes and automatically send them a text or automatically send them an email.
I'm in.
Yes. Okay. I was hoping you'd say that. And then what we'll do too is we can say, if they book an appointment on either of those calendars, remove them from the workflow.
Okay.
So when they visit the site, we could say, wait 20 minutes and then say, hey, this is pregnancy help for you. Thanks so much for visiting our sonogram page. Does it look like you got an appointment booked? Click here to book one, like whatever language we want to use. We can assume that they didn't book an appointment, but they visited the website, and we're just giving them a gentle nudge if they want to keep moving forward.
Okay. I love it. Is it also possible? I was wondering, one thing I wanted to do was to tag them so that I don't like get them all mixed up with our regular donors and stuff.
Yep.
Is it possible to tag them as divine sonos or something like that?
Yep. Do you want to tag the people that visited the page as divine sonogram?
Yeah, I think anybody that touches the page, I want to tag them with divine sono. If they bought something or if they looked at it, clicked around, and did anything.
Oh yeah. Okay, we can definitely do that. So we're adding a trigger here. So I'm going to walk through the steps so you can see this. Also, people that are watching this live and on the replay, you guys can all do this. If you have a funnel or website built on Genie Rocket, the trigger, which is a new trigger, is called funnel/website page view. So we're saying if the funnel website is divine sonograms, and that's it. So all they've got to do is visit the page.
Wow.
Then we can say add the tag. So we're going to give them the tag of divine sonogram. Do you want it to be divine sonogram page view or just divine sonogram?
Just divine sonogram. That's good. Unless we're gonna do something specific if they purchase.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Cool. So now everyone that visits that's already in our database just visits that page. They're going to get a tag. And then what I like to do is give a wait step because we want to be not too creepy. Like we don't want to send a text right when they visit the page to be like, hey, Tanya, I see you're on my website. Like nobody wants that. But I would say, maybe wait. What do you think? 20 minutes?
Okay, sure.
So we'll say wait 20 minutes. And then we're going to send them a text. And we're going to say, hey, contact first name. I'm going to write it, and then you tell me what you want to change on it. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for visiting the Divine Sonogram booking page. Can we help you get an appointment booked?
Oh, put divine. It's got a G at the end instead of a
There you go. That's why they don't let me do copywriting. Okay. So we're saying, hey, first name, thank you so much for visiting the Divine Sonogram booking page. Can we help you get an appointment booked?
Okay.
And this, people, do you want this to come from Pregnancy Help for You?
Well, I don't know. Do we? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I definitely don't. I don't mind marketing with Peach Free because it's benefiting Peach Free. You know what I'm saying? these funds are coming in to support Pregnancy Help for You. It's just a for-profit arm. So I'm not opposed, but I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to, be consistent with the branding and marketing and stuff.
Yeah.
What
When
do you
the
think?
people that come to this page that are already in your database, do they know about Pregnancy Help for You, or do they just know about that other company?
If they're already in our database, they know about us. If they are just out there, or they've called Pregnancy Help for You and said, "Hey, can I get a sonogram?" And we said, "You know what? You're not really our demographic that we serve here, but if you want to pay for a sonogram, then here's Divine Sonograms." So that person probably would not be in our database already.
Okay. And this will really only trigger if they're already in your database. So maybe it makes sense. I don't know if there's like a collaboration, if it's like Pregnancy Help.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget how you guys do your name on here.
Number 4 and then the letter U.
Okay. We need to update the bottom here, Miss Tanya. It's 2019.
If I knew how to get to that, I would.
You just now you know how to build sites. You just need to rebuild it in Genie Rocket.
Put it over here. I know.
You just signed yourself up for some design work.
That sounds serious. Oh Lord. Oh boy.
So we could do something like this, like Pregnancy Help for You
Mm-hmm.
/ Divine Sonograms. What do you feel like is right?
Let's see. Divine Sonograms. I think this is good. Or maybe after I think about it some more, I'll think of something else. Or Divine Sonograms by PH for You, or something like that, or by Pregnancy Help for You. I don't know.
You do it all uppercase like that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. And then check this out. This is going to be some wizardry right here. We're asking them a question.
Okay.
Right? Like,
Okay.
would you like? And then what we're going to do is we're going to wait for them to reply. So we're going to say wait for them to reply to the text message. So it's actually going to wait, and then it'll time out after, we'll just say like 1 hour.
Okay.
And then we're going to do some conditional logic. So check this out. This is some AI magic over here. We're going to say if they respond positively versus if they respond negatively. So if the contact reply intent is positive or yes, or we can say if the intent is negative or no, and then we've got 3 branches based on how they respond to that text.
What? Okay.
Isn't that pretty cool?
What?
So if they respond positively, if they say, yeah, sure, yep, okay, cool, sounds good, it's using a Google algorithm that can detect if they're responding positive.
What?
and then we can automatically send a message and say, great, here's the link to get you started.
Okay.
And then we just put in the, let's make sure we got the right link here. Oop. And if they respond negatively, and you can come in here too, Tanya, and you can edit any of these if you decide you want to change the language. So this you'll have the full framework built out in live.
Okay.
No problem. Thanks for stopping by, and please let us know if we can help in the future.
Okay.
All right. Do you like that, or do you want to change that?
That's good.
And then you can decide if they don't reply, we can either do nothing, or we can send a little prompt message to say, hey, just checking in, wanted to make sure you got my last message.
We can leave them alone, I guess.
Leave them alone, yeah. Okay. So right now, here's what we just built out. Anyone that comes to the website that's already in your database, is going to get a tag of Divine Sonogram. It's going to wait 20 minutes. It's then going to send them a text that says, hey, first name, thank you so much for visiting the Divine Sonogram booking page. Can we help you get an appointment booked? Then if they respond positively, it's going to say, great, here's the link to get you started. If they respond negatively, it's going to say, no problem. Thanks for stopping by. Please let us know if we can help in the future.
Love it.
Awesome. It's live.
Dang. Okay, so now I got a question. I remember back when y'all did our thing for the gala and we ran Facebook ads, like when we were really super, if we're really super ready to go with this and we were to do Facebook ads and do the where we're capturing their name, email, phone, or whatever we're capturing.
Yep.
And then it takes them to the page, Divine Sonos, because they're on Facebook. They're clicking I want to learn more. We get their email, name and email or whatever we're getting. And then it takes them to the page. Would they fall into this workflow if they were if we were to run that ad or whatever in Facebook, would they fall into the workflow because they or would we have to tell them to go there?
No, so if you send them to the page, you're already gonna, so Genie Rocket's already gonna pull their name, email, phone number. It's gonna be in the system. And so that will mean they're a contact. So if they then click a link to visit that page, they'll still get the same automation. And then I'm gonna do one more thing for you, and then we can talk Facebook ads for a second.
Okay.
This will be fun. So what we're gonna do here, blissful, I can't spell, beginnings, Sono. We're gonna say if someone books an appointment in either of these calendars, well, actually, that'll be easier. So in the calendar group of sonograms, which is anything you add in the future for sonograms, we can automatically give that person a tag.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So Divine Sonogram. Do you like that? Booked?
Yep.
Okay. So they'll automatically get that tag. And then we're also going to remove them from the workflow. Sonogram site visit.
Okay. So that way we're not harassing them unnecessarily because they booked. They did.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So if someone goes there and is very direct, and within 20 minutes they book, they go through the process, they're done, they're not going to get a text message.
Got it.
They're going to remove themselves from that. If they're kind of wavering and they're unsure, then they're going to get that little prompt. They haven't booked yet, so they're just going to say, hey, thanks so much for coming to the site. Did you want help booking an appointment? That will give them the push.
Okay, good.
And you guys don't use Slack over there, do you?
No, Teams.
Teams, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to happen once the appointment's booked and paid?
I think this is good. I don't know, probably. I mean,
that's a good start.
Sky is the limit. I know the sky is the limit. And Adeem would probably have like a 50-page trigger points in there.
Yep. So Chris said in chat, he said, I don't know if you want to do this, but maybe adding a link to the donate page with the response. Chris, are you talking about on the after they book and pay? Or where are you thinking that would go? After visiting the site? Okay, so after they visit the site, if they don't book an appointment and we're prompting them to book an appointment, then following up with them and asking if they want to donate? I'm going to bring Chris on stage. Get this man's video on here. If we're making Tanya do it, we're going to make Chris do it. gonna have to clarify yourself, sir. And then while you're doing that, Tana, there's actually something cool. I don't think I have it on your account, and we can talk about getting it added on there for you. But we have a new 3-click ad launcher that's right inside of Genie Rocket, so you can actually launch Facebook ads right inside here.
Oh, okay.
So it's a new section right here. It's just called Manage Ads,
Okay.
and literally from here, you can launch a new campaign. You can set your budget. You can upload your own creative, and do it all right inside of Genie Rocket without having to go to Facebook Ads Manager.
Wow.
Yeah, so this would be, for example, if we said launch new campaign, do Facebook.
Mhm.
We've got a lot of templates in here, but let's just say,
Mm.
nope. Let's see if we have any
Okay.
pregnancy, baby.
Mm. Maybe something medical. Mm.
Yeah, so basically you just pick out a simple template, and then
What?
you edit the copy and you edit the images.
Yeah.
So we could just say, like, for example, this is life insurance, so it is what it is, but say we select it, and then you put in like basic information in here. You say you want it to be a lead form ad, like where people fill out the form,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can choose, here's the cities I want to target,
Mm.
here's the images I want to use. If I want to upload a video or an image,
Mm-hmm.
here's the text in the ad, and then you literally just click and launch.
Wow.
And
You
it's
set your
all,
budget in there too?
put your daily budget in there.
So,
So like
yep.
this is the example of the one ad I showed you. So this is the one that's getting like $3 leads right
Oh,
here.
yeah.
So we built this and launched this. She did a rocket fuel retreat with us, but
Oh,
built this
good.
and launched this all inside of Genie Rocket. And I mean, her ad, this is crazy. Her ad has 230 responses, 64 comments, and 49 shares from an
Jeez,
ad. Isn't
49 shares.
that crazy?
What? That is amazing.
And then immediately when people fill out that form,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just like we had it set up on yours, you know, the
Yeah.
form gets filled out, then all these
Mm.
things happen. They get a tag, they get an email, they go through all those steps,
Nice.
all
Good, good,
from
good.
filling out that Facebook lead form.
Okay, so forms. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Wow. Yeah, that looks great.
Chris, I'm gonna try one more time to
Hmm.
invite you on stage just to see if we can make this work. But I'll send you some info on that. I'll give you some special like one-time nonprofit pricing to add that into your account. Um,
Okay.
but it's a pretty sweet feature. Up, I see Chris's
Nice.
icon. We're one step closer.
Is he doing camera?
We're
If
about to
I'm
find
doing
out.
camera. Let's see.
Yeah, and then what's neat, I don't know if you saw this last time, Tanya, if you have this on or not, but even in the reporting tab in Genie Rocket, this will pull all of your Facebook reporting
Oh, okay.
information.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you'll be able to see,
Okay.
like, hey, this is how much we spent, this is how many people
Yeah.
saw our ad, how many people clicked the ad, and how many people actually put in their name, email, phone number as a lead.
Mm. Okay. That's cool. That's under Facebook ads reporting. Okay. Okay. Very good.
Chris, you joining us, bro? Are you on a super old computer with no microphone or video?
Oh, I guess so.
But I'll show you real quick in case you do want to add more to what we were just looking at in the workflow.
Mhm. Oops. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Sorry, new computer.
Oh, Chris is in here.
New
Here he
phone.
is.
Who
Found him.
Hey, sorry, brand new computer, so it's not allowing permissions. I have to go into the settings and everything.
All good. Yeah.
So my question a while ago was, like they visit the site, and we send them a thing saying, "Hey, thank you for coming onto the site. You know, all that, like you were talking about. Maybe just where you put in there, sonograms by PH for you, maybe like with it, a link to donate if they wanted to.
Yeah, so my only concern with that, and that's a great question. I don't want to give them too many things to make a decision on. So I think if they're visiting the sonogram page and we're asking them if they want to book an appointment, I don't know, and you tell me if I'm wrong, I don't know if it makes sense to say, hey, do you want to book an appointment, or do you want to click here to donate? But it could. You guys, what do you think?
Well, maybe after, well, I think there could be maybe a button on the home page that says something like, that explains, hey, when you book an appointment here, you are supporting women in need, blah, blah, blah. Learn more from there. I don't know. Where maybe they can do a pay it forward kind of deal, but I don't know where it's a good idea, because I don't want to mix the messaging, but it might help somebody make that decision if they knew that their appointment was helping somebody in need.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my question.
Yeah. So, but I don't know a good place. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
I don't know a good place to kind of to put that to make that link of pregnancy help for you and this, and how it's that is a differentiator for us,
Yeah. Yeah, because I know the big rule in marketing is if you confuse, you lose, or a confused mind will always say no. So I think I love being really intentional about someone visits the sonogram page, we're asking them if they want help booking the appointment, giving them kind of a very logical like yes or no.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss the opportunity asking for a donation. I think we just have to figure out where in the user journey does it make the most sense.
Yeah.
It's where it feels right. Because do you think the people booking the appointment, are those the people that would make a donation or want to make a donation?
It's hard to say. I mean, the people that are booking the appointments have the money to pay $99 for an appointment. If they weren't going to us, they were probably going to go to one of a dozen other places that do just what we do around the Metroplex. So, but I don't know if they would want to make a donation towards what we do specifically.
Yeah. So I think that would be great for, as a team, Tanya, for you to even maybe kind of lead your team through that and figure out what question I would be asking is, where in the user journey does it make sense to ask for the donation?
Yeah.
And then you can come into this sonogram site visit page, and you can click in on any of these areas, and you can just paste in that link.
Okay.
So if you, for example, you'd say, hey, by the way,
right,
give us your money here.
Oh, understood. Okay.
But we're running a little close on time. Was there anything else in here that you guys would like to see or explore?
This was super helpful. Thank you, Brad. That was my last question, was like, where was a good place to kind of tell people more about Peach for You? Maybe it's at the thank you window that pops up. I don't know. And then maybe create a whole different kind of a landing page, because I wouldn't want them to go to like our client. It would probably be more from the standpoint of its own separate landing place that's neither for donors nor clients. It's just information about who we are. And then a separate donation page that's not overly talking about, all our business, but just something a little more generic, maybe.
Yeah.
So
I think if you draw up like the whole idea of the sales funnel, right? It's you're asking one logical question at a time. And it's what we're going to be talking about too Friday at BAM. If you guys can make that, I'll put the link in here. We're going to be talking about the marketing value ladder. So it's how you ascend people through a value ladder to say, hey, do you want this? Great. What about this? Instead of saying, here's everything that we do, you pick.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
helping guide people step by step through the logical decision tree.
Mhm.
And you'll see a lot higher conversions, a lot less fatigue, and it's just overall better on both sides of the equation.
Nice. Okay. All right. Well, I'll be there Friday. I don't know if I can wrangle up the rest of the team to be there. I hope so. So we can all be
Well,
we can all figure it out.
yeah. Well, this is the first time we've gone like the full hour in a while. So Tanya, thank you for showing up and for letting us jump into your world. And I hope you guys watching on replay or watching live too, hopefully got some really good information. I mean, we did a lot today. We looked at calendars, we looked at payments, we looked at funnels, we looked at automation, we looked at some conditional logic, if-then statements with wait responses. We did a lot. And I would definitely watch this again because I move really fast because I'm in here every day and I don't expect you to remember all that. But luckily, since Tanya was brave enough to raise her hand, it's already done for her.
Ooh, I'm raising my hand again. Thank you, Brad. I really appreciate it. That you really took the load off. So thanks so much. And
No, you guys are awesome. And you guys make sure to check out Pregnancy Help for You and look at what they do and kind of their mission. It's Pregnancy Help #4u.com. They do some awesome stuff. So make sure to check them out.
Thank you.
Cool. Well, Pregnancy Help for You team, thank you guys for all being on today. It was awesome.
Great. This
and
was
everybody
great.
else on here.
Thank you. We'll see you Friday.
See you Friday. Catch you guys soon.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.